Hey everybody, welcome to our downtown studios. John Ramdeen alongside Robin Black. UFC 207 going down this Friday night. 135 pounds is the focus. Ronda Rousey makes a return looking to recapture her bantamweight championship. And Cody Garbrandt, man, is he in deep as he takes on the enigma that is Dominick Cruz. You would have to imagine part of the strategy, just overload his computer, angles back and forth, try to frustrate Cody Garbrandt, make him overcommit, and then make him pay.
Yeah, lots and lots of little battles. Lots and lots of little micro fights that he can't, follow and he can't chase. We've used this analogy before. You know those acrobats who have like 10 sticks and they're spinning plates on each one? That's what he's going to make Cody Garbrandt do. What's going on with this movement? I thought I saw a pattern. Oh, wait, he made me pay. Try to make his brain not be able to follow all the little battles that's happening out there. And Garbrandt, if he cannot, and he's never had to, this is like going from, dealing with one spinning plate, maybe a second, to like 40. He's never had to do that. So instead, he'll look to simplify it. If I can just cut him off, if I can just reel him in as he moves this way, reel him in as he moves this way, make it fairly simple, keep him in the headlights of my car at all times.
Can he do that?
That's the question. Can he do that? And we have also noticed that Conor McGregor took pages out of books from people like Muhammad Ali and people who have always incorporated other elements. If you got a guy trying to spin 50 plates and now you ask him to recite the alphabet backwards and insult his mother and say stuff about his girlfriend and stuff while he's doing that, that's a big problem. And Dominick is you used to overload his brain. He's trying to do it even before he gets in there. And he's succeeding to some degree, it looks like.
He just has a better understanding of the entire landscape of what happens in combat. And you pointed it out. You talk about Cormier and Bisping and now Miesha Tate and, of course, Dominick Cruz. They've all been analysts. They get a better understanding of what is necessary to, A, get to the top of that mountain, and then if you're Dominick Cruz, stay at the top of that mountain.
Dom has figured out how everybody fights, but he kind of knew that anyways. The biggest thing is he's figured out how he fights. He was doing things that made sense to him, but that he wouldn't necessarily rationalize and make into charts and categorize and use bubble sort and algorithms to make sense of them. Now he knows exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it and how it works. And can Cody Garbrandt land a hard punch and hurt him and get his neck or something? It's always possible. It could always happen. But is that a likely scenario? I mean, not if Dom is on his game.
Do you believe that we're going to see something different from Cody Garbrandt? I think the team that he surrounds himself with understands that Dominick Cruz is a special, unique individual. Are they going to try to incorporate something new? It's like, okay, let's try to get him off of his game. If he's done any type of study, this is the type of fighter he's expecting. Let's flip the script.
There are a lot of people studying Dominick Cruz, and if you study the study of Dominick Cruz, it's all fragments, it's all segments. Oh, I got an idea about how this footwork works. Or, oh, cool, look, you can recognize a pattern in the way he draws people in. There's all these little segments. The problem is there's 60 of them, and they're all happening at the same time. So you cannot figure him out. You have to find an answer that supersedes them. And that's what Dwayne has looked to do with TJ, and if both TJ and Dom wins, that's the fight that's fascinating. But, Cody Garbrandt literally needs to win with simplicity. And the one advantage he has over the last number of people that Dom has fought is when he decides to blast in and step outside, turn and come in, he's more athletic, he's faster, and he accelerates quicker, so you can misread him too. So as you expect, normally, oh, it's Faber, I fought him 3 times. He steps out here and this happens, I'll hit him. This kid will travel a little further distance, he'll do it a little faster, and he'll turn a little quicker. So all the little attributes, if Dom misjudges them, especially in the first 2 rounds, that's something he's got to stay on top of if he's going to win.
Well, I think most people are probably picking Dominick Cruz in this fight. I don't know if he's going to finish Cody Garbrandt, but you imagine that he's going to toy with him. He's going to have his way with him because of the level of competition he's faced, because of his experience, because of the martial artist that he is. What's cool about this is that it is about martial arts, and Cody Garbrandt will now have information he didn't have after he leaves that cage with Dominick Cruz. And as you pointed out, Cody Garbrandt can win this fight. There's, the guy trains to go out there and defeat somebody. He can play his game, land his punches, and get the victory and the championship around his waist. However, if he doesn't do that, he now has valuable information he can use for the future.
For sure. Win or lose, he will be a better fighter for this. There are elements that just haven't even been discussed because Dominick has done such a great job of playing with the verbal stuff, which actually does matter from a combat thing, but also attracts all the attention of the viewers. So meanwhile, nobody's even entertained the idea that because of the nature of how he moves and where he's standing, he can still use old school singles and doubles in ways that most people can't use anymore. So his style, his ability to move has actually created wrestling advantages that don't exist for other people. I mean, the guy out-wrestled Uriah Faber, and even in moments where Faber had the position, he let him have it to reverse him. Like that area, if they get entangled, unless Garbrandt lands one big thing, sort of how Mickey Gall landed that off that overhook on his last fight, unless he lands something like that, Dominick is going to maul him in any type of range where they've got a hold of each other.
Cody Garbrandt could shock the mixed martial arts world if he defeats Dominick Cruz and becomes the 135-pound champion at UFC 207.